There was a demonstration today.
After church, they went on a demonstration, and Israeli soldiers shot at them like they do every day. They arrested some boys. This is
average, normal. Always happens.
Every day.
Daily life?
This is daily life here now. With the Intifada, you go out, and there's a demonstration, and they shoot at you with live bullets.
The Palestinians are revolting against occupation. It's a revolt against occupation, against the things that we're suffering, against all the rights that we've lost, against the Israeli occupation. You can't do what you want to do. You're always worried about what's going to happen to you, your family. You don't know whether the next time your brother goes out, you're going to see him again. You don't know what's going to happen. They have the right to do what they want to do, and you have nobody to, to turn to. There's no police they're on your side. There's nobody that's on your side. You're by yourself, and you're surrounded by them. And what they can do is up to them because they're the government. They can do what they want to do, and you sit and suffer. You have to fight back. The people are fighting back with their stones while they're getting shot at with live ammunition.
Are you never afraid?
Well, there's times that you get afraid.
Yeah, you get afraid sometimes, but when you're in a demonstration or something, you're not afraid to fight for what is right. And that's what you have to do. You can't be afraid.
But you could lose your life.
But it's better to lose your life than to live under occupation. Our parents were born here and they lived here. And when they got married, they went to the United States so my dad could work there as a doctor. We grew up there for 16, 17 years, and we came back here 2 years ago to live. We came 3 months before the Intifada started.
I 1947 bestemte FN at staten Israel skulle opprettes. Mye årsaker til dette var Europas dårlige samvitt overfor jødene etter den andre verdenskrigen. Hverken palestinerne eller de arabiske nabolandene godtok delingsplanen til FN, og det brøt straks ut krig. Israel vant, og landet ble mye større enn grensene FN hadde laget. I 1967 skjedde det neste store. På 6 dager knuste Israel militærmakta til de arabiske landene og tok Gazastripa, Sinai, Golanhøgdene og Vestbredda. Senere fikk Egypt Sinai tilbake fra Israel, men enda, i 1989, Vestbredda okkupert. Vi valgte å besøke en by på Vestbredda, Ramallah, bare noen kilometer nord for Jerusalem. Men først, hva mener noen unge israelere på videregående skole i Vest-Jerusalem om det som skjer?
I think that basically the Palestinians have a right to have their country just as much as we do. But it's a question of which interests we put first in our priorities. Because our interests are to live here and to be here. And if we give the Palestinians a state, Israel is surrounded by Arab countries. Then we'll just have another Arab country that will be even closer to Jerusalem, to be inside us. And I don't think we can afford that. However much I feel for the Palestinians in that sense, but I have my own people to think of first. I don't want them to live next door to me because they can kill me much more easily.
We have everything that an army usually has, and these kids, I mean, they have absolutely nothing. They have stones, maybe they have the bottles, the Molotov bottles, but they kill. But I don't think you can call it an army.
Without the army, Israel would not have existed. We need our army to exist. That's a fact. We have enemies all around us, and we need to guard our territory and the borders. So we need the army. Without the army, no Israel.
And what I'm afraid of is that if we give them just their state, then they will always want more, because their final goal is to have Israel and to have the Jews out.
Our soldiers have to do their job, but I might not agree with the consequences of what they're doing.
Some people think not to give them land, but some do think that the solution is to give them land, is to give them a country. So that's like a conflict inside Israel now.
I think that Israel should find a solution now and not stay the way it is now. So I think there have to be negotiations between Israel and Palestinians towards a solution.
en vanlig formiddag i Ramallah. I stedet her klokka er ca. 10:30, og det er et yrende folkeliv her i byen. Om bare halvannen time, altså klokka 12, da kommer alt sammen til å være dødt her på grunn av intifadaen. Det er streik fra og med klokka 12, og da er det bare soldatene som dominerer her i byen. De er det eneste som er her. Og de kommer når som helst og avbryter oss. Sånn som nå.
What is the trouble?
What's the trouble?
I want to see your commander.
We are just filming the general life here. What's the problem?
Here we are only
I desember 87 starta intifadaen, palestinerne i sitt opprør mot Israel. Palestinerne hadde fått nok av den 20 år lange okkupasjonen. Barn og ungdom står i spissen for fridomskampen og utgjør tyngda av intifadaen, med resten av folket i ryggen. Politikk er det som skjer fra time til time i livet rundt deg, og det er det hverdagen dreier seg om. Med stein i hånd møter de daglige kulene til israelerne. Her er det ikke tale om sorgløst uteliv, men kampen for et fritt land, døgnet rundt. Hvordan er det å være 18 år og bo i Ramallah?
My name is Rula. I'm 18 years old. I live with my mother and my brother. He's 15. My mother works in a shop. We live in a simple house, a very simple house, consisting of 2 rooms, and we had to share the room together, to sleep together, the 3 of us. We're going through everything together, through the problems, the troubles, the situation. We're sharing the whole situation.
Are people living in danger here?
Very, because after 12 o'clock, everything's closed. All the schools are closed. You can't stay too late outside the house. And sometimes there are military areas or curfews or stuff, so you can't walk in the streets. So you have to go around the whole city and find new roads to go to your purpose or aim, to your place where you want to go.
When I walk in Ramallah, I should be so careful. So, because sometimes they start shooting, and we should be careful. So we go inside a store or something when they start shooting, because they can shoot you and tell that you're holding a stone, or maybe sometimes they shoot somebody and kill him and say that he's having a cocktail Molotov with his hand.
You can never guarantee that the youth would come back home or come back from the shop, or if he goes on a demonstration, even if he didn't throw any stone. I mean, sometimes the demonstration lasts for seconds, not for minutes or hours, and 2 or 3 get shot, and that's...
I like to know where he go everywhere. Yeah, he has to tell me where he go. Then if he do something, I like to know, because you know, if they take him, I have to know where he is, who's friend, with who. Yeah, but now I think I'm not care for him. I care for him, but I don't catch him.
She wasn't let me to go outside and not going at Ramallah to do a demonstration. Then I start going out without telling her, or you know, let her at work and go. Then she knows from her friends, and you know.
I want him to go to, you know, to make something for everybody, not just for me and for my son.
Every day they put a soldier on the roofs of the houses. Every day I saw trucks and patrols and a lot of soldiers standing on the street and going up, down, up. Sometimes I see patrols standing at the door of the school, and they search me, my bag, my books, yeah. And then inhuman me is something usual right now. And sometimes the same when we go to home. They call us, where are you going, why? They ask us where you're going, and they saw us coming out of the school. And when we told them to whom, they said why. We told them to learn, to eat, and to do everything. And sometimes they hit us, not very hard, just with a stick, just one hit or two hits. And they want to prove that they are very strong, that they are not just a soldier, you know.
Skolen til Mohammed en av de 1200 skolene som har vært stengt på Vestbredda i 2 år. Den israelske staten forbød all undervisning fordi skolene blir sett på som urosenter. Gjennom 2 år måtte de nærmere 300 000 skolebarna og ungdommene samles til illegal skole i heimene. Men nå Mohammeds skole åpen igjen.
We can see ourselves. We can see our لاحظ شباب في صيغة البلورال what's the difference between yourself here and yourselves here? محمد?
The difference is in yourself we say for singular.
Yes.
Yourself. And in yourselves we say for plural.
For plural. Thank you.
Internasjonalt press førte til at skolene åpna igjen i høst, og elevene konsentrerte og lærelystne som aldri før. Rektor gjør hva han kan for å lose klasse for klasse trygt inn og ut av skolegarden. Soldatene truger med å stenge skolen og fengsle rektoren om det blir det minste bråk. Det er tøft å gå på skole i Ramallah.
We're used to it.
The Intifada just affected Palestinians. I don't think it affected Israelis in any way. I mean, they're not suffering the way we are. They didn't have the things we had. They have everything going on, the same thing they used to have before. They still continue their life normally. Nothing can threaten them. They don't live in danger. They're protected.
My name is Vital, and I'm 17 years old. I'm in the last grade of school. I live in Jerusalem. And I'm one of 3 children. I have an older brother and I have a younger brother. My mother is a psychologist and my father is a doctor. My neighborhood is considered a good one. I guess, as you see, it's very beautiful too. And it's quite safe.
So do you live a normal life?
Well, I don't think I live a normal life like youth all over the world, because I have to deal with certain issues. I have to deal with fear. I know a lot of friends who've lost their relatives and friends as a result of what is happening in Israel. And I myself, fear to do some things. It's very scary to get on a bus with the knowledge that a lot of buses have been attacked and have run off the road. And it's also scary to go on trips, because personally I know a girl, 14-year-old girl, which has been killed on a trip.
Are the youth here discussing much political questions?
Oh yes, it's one of the main subjects that we talk about in recesses in school and in the youth movement. We talk about politics all the time. It's a very main thing in our life.
Have you ever been on the West Bank?
No, I've never been on the West Bank. There's no place for me there.
Why?
Well, I'm not a Palestinian, so I don't live there. And it would be very dangerous for me to go there as an Israeli civilian because, first of all, legally I'm not sure that I'm allowed to. I'll be arrested probably. And I can be hurt and even killed by all of the fighting that's going on.
Also, you are joining the army quite soon.
Yes.
Are you looking forward?
Well, girls don't go into the territories and are usually put in positions where they're not physically in danger. That is usually, of course, there are exceptions to that. But I'll tell you, on one side, I've always been raised up to look forward to the army. It's part of my life. It's not a separate part. You see, But on the other side, I'm very scared. I don't want to be in an army while the war is going on. But I guess that has been the wish of my parents and my grandparents. And I think it'll be the wish that I will wish for my children, but I'm not sure that it'll be possible. I guess I lead a very good life, and my parents allow me to do everything I want. I do all kinds of activities. I play the piano, and I dance, and I draw, and I participate in a youth movement, which means that I'm also in a group that is being counseled, and I'm a counselor of a group. And except that, you know, I have friends, and we go to movies and theater, and we sit in cafes, and we go to the big city, Tel Aviv, because Jerusalem is very small.
Det er ikke mer enn 20 minutter med bil fra Vest-Jerusalem til Ramallah. 20 minutter av to verdener. Gutten i den røde skjorta ble skutt i sommer, så hjertet hans stoppet 2 ganger. Men da vi trefte han i Ramallah, var det i gang igjen. Alle ungdommene vi møtte har sin egen historie.
I've been arrested once, and I was taken to the police center, to the prison. They investigated with us about protesting, about holding signs and singing. They said it was forbidden and we should be punished. So they beat us here, my neck. They beat my neck here and my ear. And it came back, it was swollen, very reddish. And they hit us here most of the times. They were hit us here. And we were asked to sign on papers that would never be in a protesting again, or to hold signs or sing or say anything against occupation.
10. juli i år døde 2 av kameratene til Mohammed. Yasser på 17 ble skutt 6 ganger mens han gikk i gatene i Ramallah. Dette gjorde Mohammed og vennene hans opprørte, og de demonstrerte. Kameraten til Mohammed ropa, de skjøt Yasser, skyt meg òg. Det ble de siste ordene fra hans munn. Hvordan reagerer en 15-åring når han mister 2 av vennene sine på denne måten?
Maybe for 1 week, I didn't understand anything. I didn't cry. I don't know why I didn't cry. My mom used to tell me something, to do something, and I forgot that. And I was just thinking about them.
The most serious thing that has happened in our family is that our cousin Amjad was murdered last month. Well, after he went to pray in the mosque, he went out and there was a demonstration, and the soldiers caught him and they tortured him very badly, and then they shot him later in the heart, close range. They tortured him. He was only 14 years old. He was a young boy. He didn't do anything. He went to pray.
Nobody knew where he was for 2 days, and then 2 days later they found his body. Everybody suffers something like this. It's the first one that hit our family, but everybody has something in their family, the same thing. Somebody who was shot, or somebody who was injured, or somebody who was paralyzed.
Or somebody in prison.
Don't you miss the life young people live in America, with discotheques, cafes and lots of fun? Don't you miss it?
No.
That all seems so trivial. It's trivial now. It's just so small. It doesn't mean anything. This is much more important. I mean, over there, the teenagers are going to parties and seeing movies, and over here, they're dying. I mean, what's more important?
But it meant something before, for you?
It didn't really mean much. It just meant a form of entertainment, but now, I mean, it's not important to have entertainment when your cousins are dying and your cousins are being put in jail, and
your neighbors, you find them all in jail or shot, paralyzed.
But to survive, don't you need to have fun right now?
It's not the time. It's not the time.
When we have a state, we'll have fun.
Do you agree in what the Israelis are doing on the West Bank?
I don't think I want to answer that.
Why?
Because I think it's terrible, but I think it's a result of many things. And so asking me that would leave me space only to show the brutal Israelis and not the whole situation.
You have a brother. He's 17.
He's 18 and he's
18.
going into the army very soon.
In my childhood, I was very patriotic, and I was eager to defend my country from various enemies, and I was very happy to think that I would join the army, and I would be a fighter, and I would be very brave. You know, all these kind of childish thoughts. But in the last couple of years, the situation has been getting into a dead end. It's been, for the past 2 years, the army hasn't been serving its purpose. It's been serving the purpose of enlarging the police force, which is dealing with the problem of the Intifada. And I think to that situation I'm not looking forward to. I'm not afraid, but I'm not happy to think about the situation that I'm going through. I don't think about it often. I try not to think about it often.
Well, I'm very scared for him. I'm scared for him in two ways. I'm scared for him physically. I want him back, not injured and alive. And I'm scared for him mentally, because he's been put in situations that he hasn't been made ready for. I personally know teenagers and adults who've come back from the territories shocked and traumatized and different sometimes. And I like my brother as he is. I don't want him to change.
Lots of my friends are going into the army. They are very scared and very worried. They're not happy, and they don't, I mean, what do I mean by not happy? They think it's a duty, and I think most of the kids here don't go to the army only because it's like a law. Not because if they don't go, they can go to jail. They think that they have an obligation towards the country. They know that they are needed. Everyone is needed. We're small, and our army is strong. But that's only because we know that without the army we can't exist.
I mean, I'm very, very scared of going to the army because I can get hit or whatever, and it's scary. But I will go to the army because I have to. I have no choice.
You can't refuse, can't you?
No, you can go to the jail if you refuse. You can't refuse.
I'm not looking forward to it, I mean, but I will join the army and I will go there, they tell me. And I will do the job as long as I believe that what I do is not something really bad, like, I mean, because they go in these now states and they get ambushed, and so when they really get into it, they threaten their lives of the soldiers, so then they shoot, only then. that's when the kids die. And then I would do it. I mean, I have no choice. It's my life.
I don't feel at all whole with myself if I know I would be killing an 8-year-old child or even a boy my age.
But you
I
have
think,
to defend yourself.
yes, that's what I say. I think killing is very wrong. And like in a war, I don't think even in a just war, like even World War II, when the British killed German people, I don't think they felt good with it. Killing someone is you can't feel good after you killed someone. It's the worst thing a man can do. But there's really no other way. Your life is threatened, you must defend yourself, and in that action people get killed.
You can see in the hospitals, you can see x-rays and you can see people who have been wounded and they're by real bullets.
This is what they shoot us with. This is a real bullet. They're all real bullets. And they're rubber bullets. This is what the rubber bullet looks like. It's a big metal ball
with a
tiny coating of plastic on it. That's the rubber bullet they call. This is a metal ball, and when it's coming at you at a close distance,
it knocks your eye out.
It can knock your eye out. It can go into your brain also. And it's just like it does as much damage as a real bullet.
I think the major dream is to have peace in the Mediterranean area, because I remember, my whole family, from my grandparents to my parents, always dreaming that their younger brothers and that their children won't have to go and participate as soldiers in wars. And so peace is the major dream that I have in mind now.
What about personal dreams?
Well, after the army, I want to go study, maybe psychology, and I might want to go to Europe to study art, and all kinds of different dreams like that.
My whole dreams just consist with the Palestinians and the Palestinian state. Of course, hopefully to have our rights, to have Palestinian state, to live in peace. So, for me, I'd hope I'll get a career. I'll do something just to be useful to my population, to my country, to my people.
What do you want to do?
Actually, I hope I'd be a teacher.
Do you ever meet Palestinian youth?
Well, I've never met youth, but I've met Palestinian adults. I worked in a restaurant with some Palestinians 2 summers ago.
Do you have any contact with the Jewish youth?
Actually, no. It's not Jewish and Israelis we're not against Jewish, because I don't have hatred for them, but I'm against any person, any population would hold the weapon against us and threaten us,
I'm sure they fear Israeli youth, and they think it cruel and brutal as a result of what they see. And listen, I'm sure there are some children, Palestinian children, who would want to meet me, but some of them would be scared to or wouldn't want to because they think me unhuman.
She doesn't feel the pain. Her brother never been taken away in the middle of the night. Her brother never got shot. She never worries.
I think I'm very open and ready to meet Palestinian youth, and I think it's a solution to the social problem that has been a result of the situation.
But would you like to meet a Jewish girl?
Actually, for me it's okay. For me, I'd like to meet one. I mean, as much as she feels like meeting me and knowing what I feel, what my attitudes, what my opinion about her brother coming to the army and to the West Bank, and she might be interested to know what I feel about seeing her brother killing my brother.
Vi gjorde avtale med en jødisk jenteskole om at Rula skulle besøke denne klassen. Før hun kom spurte vi hvor mange som aldri før hadde hatt kontakt med palestinsk ungdom. I Israel er det 2 skolesystem, religiøst og ikke-religiøst. Avital gikk på en vanlig skole med gutter og jenter, men ble med til denne religiøse jenteskolen. Vi spurte om de hadde lyst til å treffe en palestinsk jente.
I would like that very much. I think that's very interesting and very important to show that even though the situation in Israel is very, very hard and things are rough, it doesn't mean that we're not human. It doesn't mean that we don't want any other contact with those Palestinians. I mean, we are the generation that's going to continue to leading this country and everything. And I think that it's important that we know the other side, that we know what to say to our children, to our friends, to people who come and ask us questions. I think it's very sad that we don't know anything about the youth in our age from the other side.
Okay. Can we bring her into the classroom now?
Please.
Okay. So, here she is.
As you see, I'm a Palestinian, far away from you, and I've come here to talk about what's going on outside and to see what you feel about meeting me and talking about your attitudes towards what I feel. A lot of time we've been spending it at house without schools, and you know the reason why. And because they were shot, and we didn't have much time to study the things you studied. So we had to cross 2 years and 1 year, and that's much different.
Yes, but I also think that our activities are sometimes different. I mean, I don't go with my friends and throw stones at soldiers.
Well, how could you? How would you? I mean, why? Because you're living in a state. You're not occupied. We are occupied.
Yes, but I still, even if I were occupied, I don't think I would do these things in order to solve it.
You don't live the situation we are living. You don't see soldiers killing people. You never had your brother arrested, have you? Have you ever seen him bleeding? Have you ever seen him beaten up? And he's a small kid. Why? Because he wants land, wants a government? I mean, this is not a good situation. It's not good. You don't feel good. I don't think you feel good. This is how I'm living.
I'm sure everything Lula said was true. I mean, I believe her and I was very much touched by it. But maybe Lula wants to find a solution. I didn't hear, her say it, but I'm sure there are other Palestinian kids who want this situation to continue. And showing, the situation this way, I don't think it's very fair, because then you give the viewer in your country the only choice of sympathizing with Rula and not with us. You see?
We have 21 Arab states, okay? And they're ready to take Palestinians there. But why don't we live in our land? Why should strangers come and kick us out and stay in our land, and we should find another state? Why?
We're not strangers.
What? Our cousins?
No, this is our land. We believe it's our land like you believe it's yours.
We can live together.
Okay. Live together? Yes. You're blaming me for throwing stones because I want to live.
And you're blaming us that we're killing your family. You see, we cannot live like this when everybody hates each other and blaming each other.
You can't kill for peace. This is a silly reason. You can't kill for peace.
We're not killing for peace, we're killing for our existence.
I agree that perhaps a stone is not as fatal as a gunshot. I agree. There's no doubt about that. But you cannot ignore the fact that Jews are getting killed. And Jews are coming to the territories, and people throw stones on them and Molotov bottles on them, and they get killed. So what I say is that it's not only the Palestinians that are getting killed. it's the Jews that are getting killed too.
But who started it first? Can you tell me? Like, Palestinians began the Intifada by itself, without suffering, without reasons? Did they like killing? Do you see, listen, your mother doesn't keep crying all the time. She has money to buy her food. Like, maybe you were born poor, but getting poor because occupation, this is something very bad.
Just a second. 6 million Jews died, okay? I don't think it's a question of who is suffering more. I don't think you can start, I think that we're missing the point here, okay? We're suffering. My mother cries, believe me. But we're trying to find a solution now. Not who is suffering more and whose army is stronger. I think we're the next generation and we should start from now to try to find a solution and not compare who is suffering more and who is doing the legal things or not, okay?
Avital, do you have a brother?
Yes, I do, and my brother is going to the army. And I'm very worried about him, as much as you're worried about your brother. And he can get killed too.
I just want to continue what you were saying. I think that starting to blame each other with things we've done, we did, we will do to each other is a very bad thing. Because if we start blaming each other, we never finish. We'll never finish. We can always add more and more things that you feel depressed, occupied and everything. And we can always say that, we can always go back to the Holocaust and say 6 million Jews were murdered. That's no solution. That's no solution telling each other what we've done to each other. What we have to do is see the situation right now. The situation right now, people get killed for both sides. And I don't talk numbers now. I don't think that you can, that if you compare numbers, then you feel less for the soldiers that were killed. I think that a human life is a life. It doesn't matter how many people were killed. They were killed, and it's a fact. And we don't want that anymore.
They need a country. Why should it be us? Why should they torch us? It's our country. Forget about history. We're discussing it right now.
That's what's important for us.
That's the issue here. That we think this land is ours.
History tells that we were occupied and you occupied us, right?
History tells that we need a state.
You need a state. Why should it be our state? Why should you do this?
Where should we go? What should we do?
Okay.
What do you want us to do? You want us to die?
It's politics. It's politics.
Everything's politics. When you're talking about the last 5 years, we're talking about the history. You see, and the Jews suffered a lot.
Dette første møtet mellom ungdom fra begge sider ble friskt og slutta uten løsning. Men det som hendte etterpå var uventet. Avital ba Rula med hjem til seg, så de kunne bli bedre kjente. Rula hadde aldri før vært i en jødisk heim. Og Avital fikk for første gang besøk av en palestinsk jente.
I think it was a great opportunity for me to talk personally to a girl who's very near to my age, who's from the other side of the conflict. And when she talked in the school, I agreed with her on a lot of points, and there were a lot of points that I wanted her to explain to me further. So I felt it was a great opportunity. She came to my house and we ate together and we talked for about 2 hours. It was very interesting.
So, what have you been talking about?
Well, we talked about first of all, we talked about our personal lives, and then we talked about the situation and the different sides.
Rula, what do you feel about this situation?
About the visit? I don't know, it's strange. It's the first time I do it. And it's the first time I meet a girl my age, and we had to talk about different things, and she explained her point of views, and I was really happy to know that she's to my side, and she believes in what I believe. It is a matter of youth. It's, I mean, the whole situation just contains youth, and we should talk together.
We tried I tried to put myself in Rula's position, and Rula tried to put herself in my position. And we both decided that this situation can no longer continue, and that both sides should sit together like we did.
I wonder, what do you think about the meeting at school today?
We did not reach for a solution. And they were very strict in their opinions, and I was very strict into mine, and we didn't get to a point.
And the aggressiveness that I saw there was a result of, I think, a fear to lose the opinion. And so a lot of the girls were attacking each other and attacking Rula. And so I don't know if we reached a point or a solution. So
excuse me, there is some cake.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
And I studied everything in Hebrew. What do you study?
I mean, mathematics, English, other languages.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
And you study anything in Arabic?
In Arabic, of course.
This is the cocoa cake and this is the sesame cake. Okay. Glad this is for you.
Thank you.
You want a piece of cake?
Yeah.
This is
Okay. I wanted to ask you what you do after school. What?
Most of the times I sit at home. There's nothing much to do. And it's not safe to go, to keep hanging around my friend's house or going to different places.
Yeah.
So most of the times I keep reading. Yeah. I stay at home. I read a lot, stories and different kind of books, study.
I see.
Yes.
So actually socially it's quite lonely.
Yes. Boring. But
boring.
Yes.
Gilad, you have met face-to-face a Palestinian girl. You're going to the army. What do you feel about this?
Well, on the personal level, I can argue with Rula, and I can talk to her, and we can figure things out. And I think the problems start in the political level. The governments and the heads of each movement, the Palestinian movement, and also the government of Israel, between them is the major conflict, and not on the personal level.
Rula, what do you think about this situation?
About him being in the army. And I would face him face to face, maybe one day. I don't know. I wish it never happens because personally, I mean, I have nothing against him, and I wouldn't like to eat at his house and sit next to him and then throw stones at him next year when he's in the army, and I wouldn't like that. And maybe one day he comes up to Ramallah and he might arrest me, and he's ordered to beat me up, and that's not nice. And
how will you feel that, Gilad?
It would be very hard for me to be in such a situation. Especially since I know Rula, maybe if you come to a conflict where you have to arrest stone throwers, but there's still nobody you know, and there's somebody out of the blue, and you never met, and the first conflict was that they threw stones at you, it would be a lot easier for me to arrest them.
When you asked Gilad the question, it made me feel very sad, almost tearful, to think that my son would have to face children and they would throw stones at him and he would have to arrest them. I mean, it's a very tragic situation, they're kids.
What are your dreams for the future? First.
I don't know, like I said, everything, you take it one step at a time, and
I mean, we don't even know if we're going to be here tomorrow.
maybe
Who
something
knows?
will happen, maybe one of us will get shot.